pitch, please raise your hand. Holy cow. Okay, we're going to do this a little bit in shifts just to kind of control the chaos. If you are, let's see, if you are from here over and you want to pitch, please line up against that wall. Alright, so the way we're going to do this is, people over here are going to be on deck. I would like you guys to self-regulate and keep the flow going. So, as someone else is being clapped at or seems to be rounding things up, you can just kind of come this way. I encourage everyone to use the mic because I think it really does help, especially for like people back there and back there. So, when you come up, please state your name and the working name of whatever your startup idea is. We will not hold you to this name, but you need to know. It helps us kind of remember who you are, what your pitch is about. So those two things, your name and the working name or title of your startup. Once you leave, make sure you get a number from Max. This will be really important come voting. So please don't walk away without one. I will have a timer over here, and like I said, I will start clapping like crazy if you go over time. So our very first pitch of the night is Ben. Come over here, Ben. Everybody give Ben a big round of applause. Oh, also, that reminds me, there will be no clapping between pitches. Ben got a round of applause. He's going first. The last person will get a round of applause. Do not clap. Otherwise, no clapping. It takes too long.
Everyone, my name is Ben. The basic concept is called Crowd PAC, Political Action Committee. The concept being a forum for debate and discussion as well as information to talk about political issues and then actually decide what to back and go forward and back. So you're able to actually fund your political beliefs and then debate and go forward with it. And that's actually it. I don't need that much time.
If you know a site or something that does that, you shout it out.
Please.
AmericansElect.org, they just launched yesterday. What is it?
Can I try another one then?
Dragon Line. Hey everyone. My name is Jim Thomas. Wi-Fi? Yes. Wi-Fi passwords. Jim Thomas, pitching an idea. The problem is I can't participate in NCAA March Madness brackets, and I would like to, but I just don't know enough about basketball. I think a lot of people are in the same boat as me. A lot of people may just love brackets and want to continue that throughout the year. The concept is a social competition site evolved around brackets, where people can submit ideas, either sponsored ideas from companies, so say Coke, we want to know what the best Coke product is, or local ideas, best beer on tap at your local business, and or your favorite watering hole. And people would submit their picks against the bracket, get a standing on a leaderboard, and by popular vote or social vote, however the background would work, would get an update and a standing, and it basically becomes a fun competition for everyone to participate in. Looking for pretty much everyone around the board, designers, developers, anybody who's interested. So, thanks a lot.
Next. Do not clap. Do not clap.
Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Mason, not to be confused with Groupon. But, so my idea, I'm calling it Eventster right now, but that can change. And the problem is, since I graduated in May, my social life sucks. So what I missed most about college is all the fun nightlife activities, and what I would really like to see in DC is, instead of just being invited by promoters out to these clubs, I would like to see users submit events on a website. And the way that would work is, think of like a Kickstarter type of environment where where the user will submit an event, say, I know that on the Potomac you can rent a yacht for however many thousands of dollars. I put it on that website. If enough people pledge money, the event happens. And if we don't receive enough people, then the event doesn't go through. And that's basically it. So we need everyone all around the board. Thank you.
Do not clap. Next.
What was the number? Do we need to know the number? 3.
That was 3.
Oh, 3. Can you track the numbers?
No, we'll have it up on the afterwards. Everybody can just go through. Yeah. Take it away.
Hi guys, my name is Bryson. The project I want to pitch to you guys is called Split Sheets. What I do is consulting professionally to pay the bills at home. I have some clients in the entertainment space, and something that I found, many of you guys may have heard of one of my clients, this singer named Rihanna. And I was talking to her, and what I found out is that Rihanna lost about $240,000 because some DJ in another country spelled her name with one N instead of two. See, the way that you have to get paid in the industry, the way that you claim money is you have to actually fill out a document that says how much of the sheet of that song that you own. And every year what we found through the research and the consulting work that I do is that we're talking about hundreds of $millions that are lost because they're all doing it by paper. My idea is to digitize that process, build an application, a web and a mobile-based application, and I am looking for some developers to help me make that happen. Thanks.
Next.
Hi, my name is Laura Ferguson, and I want to build a marketplace for green ideas. Let's say you're trying to drive home for Thanksgiving, or maybe that's not the best way, take a train or fly. How do you figure out which is best? Well, there is a great website that just came out called HootRoute, but how do you find out about it? How do you know about all the other ideas that you might want to figure out? What's the best new solar panel? What's the best light bulb? What about a water heater? When mine broke at Thanksgiving, a couple years ago, I had to quickly pick a water heater that would save water, energy, and money, and I researched for hours. I want to create a website that's a marketplace for green ideas rated by professional environmental engineers and by consumers. The challenge I would like to tackle this weekend is to build this into a viable business model and a website, and I need graphic designers, developers, and an environmental engineer or business professionals. Thank you. It's greentodO.com.
Hi everybody. All right, so my name is Mike, and I'm proposing an augmented reality time travel tour using your phones, sort of the same way Yelp uses what they call the monocle, where you can look through the phone at various things. Well, what I'm proposing is, for instance, imagine you're at the Acropolis, as I was when I came up with this idea. You look at the ruins, and instead of just seeing just the ruins, you can look back in time through your phone to how it was in its glorious, heyday. So we are looking for designers to help produce the content that we'll superimpose on top. We already have a great augmented reality guy, Danny over there, and so this is going to happen this weekend, guys. Thanks. Number 6.
Howdy, my name is Charles, and my idea is called Crate Zero. This year with a buddy, I went to Burning Man, and there were a lot of gear to bring and pack up, and it was sort of a pain, and it kind of got in the way. And my buddy and I were like, there has to be a better way to manage everything and task things out to folks, not only for us, but for anyone doing moves, trade shows, installations of any sort. What would be awesome is an inexpensive and easy way to track what items go in what crates, assign team members to crates and tasks, make sure you have everything ready to go, like ready to use again even before you leave, and have an easy way to distribute and manage the team, and the whole process using basically QR codes, tablets, phones, and the asset and project management software we make this weekend. So I'm looking for developers. This is going to happen. People will use this. Thanks.
How's it going, guys? My name is John. My partner's name is Howard. And I got a crowd question for you guys. So, what's a really cool social event or trip that you guys want to do with your friends? Somebody give me something.
Burning Man.
Skiing. Okay. So, how many other people want to go skiing this winter? Right, we got everybody in this room who wants to go skiing. Now think about your friends. All your friends, like probably 3 or 4 of your friends want to go skiing with you, right? So what if they all knew you want to go skiing and you wanted to do this event with a social activity? Right, we kind of heard about that already. But me and my partner have been working on this idea for a while, and it's all about finding that excitement, finding those people who want to do it with you, and then planning the time, planning the place that you want to go, and doing it really easy on a web platform. So what we're here to do today is try to develop a good good design interface and a really good mobile component to the very small alpha test that we have already. So if you're interested in talking more and hearing about the idea and maybe even seeing some of what we built, please talk to us. We'll be right there. And we're number 8. Thank you.
Number 9. If the 3 people are about to pitch, if you could just scoot a little bit closer, that would make the transition a little less painful. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm pitching Docket, your truly personal calendar. Calendar might be the most important application for many people, but most of the options out there now are really manual and they're really static. Have you ever tried to use your calendar to track the schedule of something you're interested in? Something like your favorite sports team, say. So first, to get that schedule into your calendar could be a pain in the butt. Second, if you want to find out more about this interest, you got to do a Google search, go out external websites, etc. With Docket, you can like the interest, let's say the Washington Capitals, and automatically populate your calendar with the Caps schedule, and then Docket will feed you links such as Caps articles, ticket deals, etc. to that schedule. So it's essentially, what I'm looking for are technical developers with API experience and designers to get this thing going. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andre Castillo and I'm number 10, and my idea is called Language Hangman. So the problem right now we have is that our education sucks. And, well, mine sometimes was good, but oftentimes it did suck. When I was in the Middle East, I taught English in Yemen. Can you imagine teaching English in Yemen? It was actually a lot of fun, because what I did is I used games. And when I used games, the students would get so excited to prove each other right or wrong, they would jump out of their seats, literally. They would only do this when I use games. So why don't we use games more here to help people learn? Kids, students. So my idea is that you take an app, and you can use this on the bus, a mobile app, and you play Hangman to learn languages. But you don't have it all pre-programmed in some boring, generic language set. You customize it, you build your own lessons. Take the 10 lessons from your textbook, put them in there, test yourself. You get high scores, A, B, C. It tells you which ones you have low scores on. Who doesn't want a high score? I need a developer. A graphic designer would be nice, and anyone who could come up with a better name than Language Hangman would also be more than welcome.
Always prepped. Always prepped.com.
Hey everyone, my name's Ross. The problem I want to solve is that a whole lot of people go out and drink beer and wine, but very few of those people actually know much about what they're consuming. And so because they don't know why they like certain beers and wines, they have trouble exploring new ones. Product is called Bruno, and the quickest way to describe it is that it's Pandora.com of sorts for beer and wine. We have already put together a test database, come up with an algorithm that we're going to use. We think we know what the genetic code of beer and wine looks like, but we want to get it online now and add social features. So we really, really need web developers to make that happen this weekend, but we can definitely use marketing people, design, so on and so forth. Look forward to meeting you.
Hello, so I'm Mike, and along the same line of wanting to drink, I would like to know where people are. So I was wondering if we could aggregate public feeds of Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare check-ins, put that all together to figure out what's busy and conversely what's not busy. So if you want a more casual laid-back place, you can go to a place that's quieter, versus if you're looking to fist pump all night, you can go to some place that's happening. Actually, Ross and I met up out there, we're talking about it, and ours actually link up together, so along the same lines of Pandora. Well, if you want to try out a new beer, not Bud Light, you can go meet people at this bar that actually contains this beer product, and you can meet up with XYZ people who may or may not be there, whether friends or new acquaintances. That's it, thanks.
Hi, my name is Michael, and I would like to talk to you about education. So what's the problem? Lately, we've had a lot of money that's gone into education, K through 12, and a lot of different experiments. And the only way you can really track that is right now through test scores. So So one thing I wanted to offer is a better way to do that. So it would consist of two parts. You'd have an app for teachers, probably on an iPad, where they can basically track everything from grades to attendance to participation. They could use it in their classrooms for basically everything that's being kept on paper. The other half of this would be you would have all the data stored for the school. And that data can be used and mined for lots of different information for why test scores are or aren't improving and what can be done and what kind of projects are working, aren't, and what can be done to make education better for all the students.
Hi everybody, I'm Matt, and my idea is called Travel Bid for the moment. I love to travel. I know there are a lot of people out there who share that desire, but it's really expensive, especially to do things you want to do along the way. I'd like to democratize discount travel itineraries. I want to use crowdsourced buying power and the proven power of guaranteed sales to help people go to the places that they want, do the things that they want for less. So if you take a crowdsourced set of people who are intending to travel wherever, and there's some overlap for where they want to go. If you have 50,000 people, maybe 2,000 want to go to Mexico. There's going to be a critical mass where the travel companies will provide some sort of discounted price for the things that they want to do or how they want to get there. So I want to leverage a lot of people to make some deals for all those people. I'm a developer by training, so I'm looking for design people, marketing people, and I need to get in good with travel companies to make this happen, so hope you can help me out.
My name is Jonas, and it's really, really hard to find good web products and web services. If you're trying to start a company, you know exactly what I mean. You mostly find out about new products by word of mouth. So startupweapons.com would be the go-to place to find out about new web services. Just the other day, I was working on building an iPhone app with one of my buddies, and we were learning iOS, but 75% of the way we had been almost done with the whole product. We had learned about Parse. And Parse, if you don't know about it, you probably don't. It's a new service that basically allows you to outsource the back end of your Android or iPhone app. And we learned about this after we had built the whole thing. So this would be a central place where you could basically find out about new web services, the best new web services and products. Startupweapons.com.
My name is Philip Cook, and I'm going to talk about connecting musicians and listeners. I love to play music. I love to listen to music. There was a guy on YouTube named Jerry C. who published this guitar version of Canon in D, and it was a rock and roll version. Got 13 million hits. I'd like to see that guy play live, but he lives in China. Right now, there's no service out there that provides a connecting point between the online experience of trying to connect live music to audiences. So what I'd like to do is try to create a service where it's a free, driven by ad revenue service, where the listener can connect with musicians from around the world in a way that they can touch base with them in a more genuine and more personal experience, kind of like Twitter online. So instead of tweeting text, you're tweeting a video, or you're tweeting music service. So you discovered new musicians.
If I start clapping, you can clap.
Hello, my name is Hussein. I'm working on the problem of the chaos of social networks. Just like now we have Google+, Facebook, Twitter, Goala, Foursquare, Spotify even. So how to manage all these, like how to follow up with them, how to post on all of these, how to be not left out from these. Even if I try to contact you, should I contact you through a direct message on Twitter, or a Facebook message, or an email, or something like this? So through what I call as Bandibo right now, it's like you can set your preferences for contacts. If I have a friend like Dennis, like on Facebook, Twitter, and so on, if I open his profile, I see all his profiles on one page. The feeds will come from all of them. Like there's competition like Seismic and Hootsuite, but I think they suck. Like the feed is terrible. So I'm trying to find some way to control and manage in a joyful and fun way to manage all your social profiles and analyze your impact on your friends, like how many clicks, how many views, and so on. Number 17.
Hey guys, my name is Dave Sandwich. I'm actually a mentor here this weekend, so here to help if anybody needs anything, and you can learn more about me on the website. So I'm really inspired by all the energy and the creativity in the room, and I'd like to find a way to harness that in a very disruptive fashion. It's called Project Kick Lean Startup Machine DC's Ass. Okay? The basic idea is that maybe on Sunday night we have sort of a DC-based battle royale, our best startup versus their best startups. We kind of, go at it head to head. And the way that we get this all started, they don't know this, by the way, right? This just kind of came up tonight, is we don't know if they're going to think it's cool or not. We just want to goad the hell out of them over Twitter. Okay? So if you've got ideas about maybe ways we can organize the contest, things that we can do to kind of hype it up a bit, I'd love to hear it. And otherwise, just start poking at them as much as you possibly can. Let's piss them off just enough so they have to respond. Thanks, guys. Sure. I'll take a note.
No one got facility.
What's that?
No one got facility.
Oh yeah, the facility part's taken care of.
Hey, just a quick poll. How many of you are football fans out here?
Soccer?
Any football? Imagine, if I'm a Skins fan who walks into a bar during a Skins Cowboy game, and I figure out that everyone in the bar is a Cowboys fan, I would definitely want to enjoy the game out there, and I would crash them. And the minute I do that, all the Cowboys fans are going to beat me up, thrash me. I might just walk out of the bar black and blue, for all you know. That's what we want to solve. Fangout, where fans hang out. We want to build an app which enables you to connect with other fans, go to places where the similar fans go. If you're a Skins fan, go to a bar where Skins fans hang out. Or, at the same time when a match is going on, check into an event and crash out. Cheers, booze, any play that you have. Just enjoy the game. Bang
I was just thinking about how much I freaking hate public speaking, and I'm a writer, so I don't do it. And it occurred to me that my idea was total crap, so this is a pitch for a new idea. I think that there should be a Toastmasters for your living room, where you can log in and practice that pitch in front of 5 random strangers without having to get up in front of a room, hopefully not in your underwear. So I need someone who can help me build a Skype-type interface and form groups and whatever anyone else can come up with. And I want to tell you my whole
Hey everyone, my name's Ben.
Okay, settle down, people, settle down.
If you don't remember me, I was also the first guy to pitch. But I have another idea. Basically, my background is in renewable energy. I was a solar engineer in solar. And I have an idea to put together kind of a crowd-funded for renewable energy projects. It's called ReLend, where you're essentially buying up the assets of the projects and being able to distribute the cash flows to individual investors, smaller scale. And also to kind of counter the gentleman that brought up American Roulette for my first idea. It's actually, that was an idea for a presidential nomination. This is more of a political action idea in the first crowd pack political action idea.
I don't know where I divided you guys up here, but the other half of what I go ahead and head on over to the view there. Structure 1 minute.
The office. I saw you at the office with Alex. Yeah. We launched today. Yeah. Kind of faster than I just literally 2 hours. It's not long. So is this something that you're doing with Alan or just solo? No. I knew you were doing solo for Railswork. I would have hired you for some kind of thing.
Going great.
Hello, my name is Allison, and my idea is a work simulator. There are so many people who aren't startup entrepreneurs who either don't know what they want to do, they are unemployed. That's one of the major things that we hear about. And so this would be a product, and I need to develop it a lot more of how it could actually work, where either when you're still in school or when you're job searching, where you have a way to try out different career paths, and you can see whether it matches your needs, whether it matches your lifestyle, and then you can get an idea of who you should talk to, what other education you might need. It could go, there's a whole bunch of things out there. I mean, there's LinkedIn, there's lots of different things, and it would connect with those different things and have it sort of a cohesive thing of what's next. There's also lots of different things about how to have short-term work, and that could be sort of a temp thing as you're searching. So it would meet a huge need. It could be sort of a integration with schools and guidance counselors and other things, as well as an in-home simulator, could be a video game type thing. So that's my idea.
What's up, guys? My name's Mark. I'm a dad and I'm a developer. Looks like I'm weird. A couple years ago, I bought a domain called learn.it. I figured it's a pretty cool domain. I want to use something like it. Speak up. Sorry, my general idea is to create a learning management system, something like a GitHub for courses. Anybody can go in there and create a course on anything. Somebody else can go in there and then branch the course off and take it somewhere else in another direction. But this would be something where API is pretty important so that anybody can build an application that plugs into this. We'll also do something where people can embed these courses into third-party sites or third-party applications, so that you can not only build the course on the website, but build the course through another application and then use it in other locations. A lot like how you can embed a YouTube video or something like that. I'm a developer. I'm looking for developers, designers, business people, whoever wants to come and join the class. Ask me. 23.
Nice to see you guys again. So there's a lot of focus on reputation management in social media right now, especially if you're talking about politicians or individual service providers like realtors. It's a big issue if somebody says something bad about you on the internet, especially in Twitter if they have a lot of followers, something like that. So there's a lot of focus on reputation management, but not too many people are hitting this in an automated way. So I'd like to bring natural language analysis and some small world theory to this, to see what the effects of negative or positive comments in social media might have on certain people's reputation or certain organizations' reputation, and try and automate those reportings. So I'm looking for more developers. If you have specialty in small world theory or natural language analysis, you're definitely who I'm looking for.
Hello, my name is John, and I have an app that will make everyone in here psychic. I want you to be able to walk into a room and immediately know everybody's name, know their interests, know their talents, and know their needs. I mean, think about it. Wouldn't that be cool if you could do that? At an event like this, it would be so cool to walk into a room and say, William and Alex, I've seen your web designs and they look fantastic. John Wong, I've seen your Rails chat room. I need something like that. We should work together. We're actually close to this. We have things like LinkedIn, and how many people use LinkedIn and Twitter and Facebook? You're putting your identity online. All I want to do is take that one step further. I want you to be able to carry your identity that you're putting online around with you in the public. And that way, when you go into a cafe, everyone will be able to see you if you dropped in. You will be able to see everyone, search through everyone, and chat with them. I need developers, I need marketers, I need the works. So, thanks. It's Mingle, by the way.
Good evening. My name is Puya. Bear with me, I almost have no voice. My software idea is called MedBook.
My father owns one of the biggest dental clinics in the DC area, started with him. But I have many family members who are in the medical community, and the biggest issue that they have is they have proprietary software such as Dentrix, which owns over 30% of the market space, and they need to have something that's able to hold the capacity of multiple doctors, multiple users using the system. So imagine you logging into a website, signing in with your Facebook account, and you're able to fill out the paperwork, automate the finding an appointment, and then being shot in either an email or a text message, which you can respond to saying, yes, you confirm, or no, you don't confirm. And just that part of it, I can go on about the actual medical archive retention and the actual claim stuff, and that's all the way down the road. Just for this weekend, just the ability to link to Facebook and log in. I'm a back-end developer, DB database administrator, so I need front-end guys.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I want to create an event-centric networking application where you guys can meet, connect before, during, or after an event, and have pictures so you guys can actually meet up at the event. And I'm looking for all different types of developers and designers.
Hey guys, I'm with Zach, and I'm with Bigot, and we're sponsoring the event. My first kick-ass idea was already stolen earlier. I think number 18, number 19, augmented reality time travel, so that's awesome. My second idea, number 17 is way on. My second idea is you have a lot of video on the internet, you want to be able to find it, you can't search inside of it. Say you want to find a Sarah Palin joke from a Jon Stewart show you watched 3 weeks ago. You spend an hour trying to find it, then you end up going to bed because you can never find it. So being able to actually automate the system of transcripting, because there's transcripting services right now which kick it off to someone who translates it into terrible English and then you can search that way, but some automated way to do that with video already online, not sending that overseas and trying to outsource that process. That's it. I need everyone from designers to developers.
Okay, hey everyone, so I'm Elena, and the idea that I want to pitch is tentatively called the HOSI, which that can change. So statistics show that American consumers spend $290 billion annually on goods and services that are environmentally friendly, socially responsible, and/or healthy. That's $290 billion. So think about this. When you get off of work and you buy sustainable food, beauty, and health products, where do you go? Whole Foods. But let's say you want to do that from the comfort of your home. What website do you go to? What online portal inspires the kind of confidence and the sustainability of its products that you might have from a Burt's Bees, a Body Shop, a Whole Foods? What website do you think of? You don't think of anything? Why is that? Because it doesn't exist. That means that this year up to $290 billion of U.S. consumers' sustainable product focus is going uncaught in the online space because no portal exists to capture it. It's my vision to build that web and mobile portal to be a one-stop conduit for that consumer spending to create a brand that engenders the kind of confidence and recognition in your mind that Whole Foods does with every U.S. consumer in that space. I need everyone to develop this. 29.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason Fox. Raise your hands up high if you've ever had roommates. All right, keep them raised if you ever had to deal with splitting roommate expenses. It's a pain. All right, so my idea is called Cake House because we will cut up the house into a slice of cake so we all can enjoy a delicious piece. Simple app. You complete the sentence. I paid A on behalf of. I paid A for B on behalf of X, Y, and Z. There's a couple apps already out there. I've played with them. I'm not blown away. This is going to be cool. It's going to be simple. Maybe down the road we can integrate it with some sort of payment so you can pay off your roommate balance. I guess developers, UI people, I already have a little bit of code going in PHP Zen, so if you're interested, let me know.
Hi, my name is Pierce. My product is leashedin.com. So everyone knows about dog owners. They're fanatical about their pets. We see them on TV with supermodels, you name it, it's like a new fashion accessory. People want to talk about their pets, they want to promote them. So they need a means to do that. So those dogs need business cards. Those dogs need greeting cards. Those dogs need all of these accessories to go with their personality. So we give them a platform to do that, leashedin.com. It's not a social networking site, but you lead them through the design process. They provide pictures, basic details. People can look at all the other things that were created, and they can get ideas, and you can help them with templates. So they build these products, and they distribute it to their friends. It's self-marketing, leashedin.com. 31.
Hi guys, how many of you have smartphones here? I bet most of you. How many of you want to have a new smartphone next year? I bet most of you. What I was thinking is that today, even the lamest smartphone is more powerful than my first computer. So imagine that we can use all the computing power of all your smartphones together. So wouldn't we have a nice, huge computer with a lot of processing power? And I mean, you're gonna throw your phones away anyway, so instead of throwing it at the trash bin, you keep it. We do a small app, you can connect all the phones, and we sell distributed power of the grid. We build a grid with an app, and we sell it, and the person who runs the apps will get money, like 7 cents for processing power. Thank you.
Guys, I'm Puya. I'm Zach. Another medical software idea. It's a company I used to work for who is about to go under, and they did their methods very poorly. So it's a great way to go off a successful idea that was done very badly. It's when you go to a doctor's office and you get a brace or a durable medical equipment, you have to sign for it, and it's just deducted from the inventory of the doctor's office. So there's tracking, ordering, filing the claim, and being able to link to the doctor's front office management software in order to know who's there for that day, and so that they can say, okay, this patient took this piece of medical equipment and they signed for it. So you have to keep all those in one thing, and then later on you have to file the claim to the insurance provider as well, or Medicare or Medicaid.
Hey guys, my name is Kevin Dubbs, and I'm actually going to go in the opposite order because that's kind of how my business happened. So I actually had this idea that I could not get out of my head. I quit my job 2 weeks ago, and actually got an angel investor who was interested and willing to invest. And so here I want to bring in a team of developers, designers, and one sales and marketing person to make this business a reality and build an awesome product. So now for the problem. The problem is daily deals. Now, daily deals is great for consumers, but the merchants are suffering. They're actually losing money off of daily deals, and they don't have a way for the customers to come back to their store. And so the solution I propose is Loyal Curve. And what Loyal Curve is a mobile-based customer loyalty platform for merchants to use. So merchants and consumers use this loyalty app so that they can reward the customers for coming back. And this isn't a way you check in, it's not a way you give out rewards and points. This is an easy way to reward loyal customers. 34.
This was not a medical idea. Okay. All right, before, I was a lot younger and I was a basketball junkie. I used to play basketball 8 hours a day sometimes. And during the summer, I used to go to a court in DC, Silver Spring, whatever, trying to find a game. And it was really hard to know where the people were playing ball. So I was hoping that there was a way to tell where everybody was playing ball. Now people are joining up on Facebook and saying, oh, I'm going to be there. There's still no way to tell that people are actually playing ball. So my idea was to contact the local Parks and Recreation Department, Montgomery County Parks and Recreation, and say, hey, we're going to put up cameras around the local parks and tennis courts or something, just so that people can log on to a general website and see a live feed of the videos, so see who's playing basketball or tennis, so you can know that you can go there and shoot some hoops and have a good game. It was called blacktops.com or hardcourts.com. It's something I always wanted to have. Oh, okay.
Oh, you have one? Okay. Yeah, you.
Going back line?
Nope.
Hey guys, good evening. I'm with Vivid Labs. I'm a marketer there, so I'm looking for devs and designers, primarily Rails or Python and HTML5, CSS3. So the idea that I'm thinking about, so since I'm on the marketing team, on the sales team, I receive a lot of phone calls. And what I hate about receiving phone calls on my cell phone is that there's really two options. It's either accept or reject. And what I'd like to create is an intelligence call routing interface where if I know that I'm receiving a sales call or a customer service complaint call, instead of saying it's or deny or rejecting it, just on the interface routing that call to somebody who can accept that and handle that call. Similarly, if I'm in a sales meeting and I know my colleague Zach, who's here right now, is available, being able to intelligently route that on the same interface instead of simply accepting or denying, sending it to Zach and not having to worry about anything else. Knowing that that really important phone call is handled right then and there. My name is Saad, and I work at Viget, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys.
Okay, so after hearing from Puya 3 times, I'm going to cut you off at 3. 1 is ideal, 2 is good, but 3 is absolutely the maximum that you can do at the startup weekend, so thank you. It is really hot in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, I'm dying.
So she's looked into it,
okay.
and supposed the facility says the air conditioning's supposed to be running, and I'm supposed to let her know if it's not getting better, so I'm going to go do that.
Okay, oh Lord, Jesus, and I'm not even up here pitching. So that being said, do you guys want to take a real quick break to go out where it's air conditioning and get a drink? 5 minutes, and I will lasso you in, 5 minutes. And then
we had small technical trouble. The first 10 people, if you can come over and remind me, which is that we all.
Okay, well obviously this is the half room that hasn't pitched yet, because you guys came back to your seats really quickly. How many people on this half the room pitch? Wow, you guys are so great. So many great ideas. Okay, why don't we go ahead and just do, we'll do half the room. This time we're not going to take a break in between though, we're just going to power right on through. So I can have some, like, you in the striped shirt, everybody to you, and then to your right, my left. Go and stand against that wall. If you want to pitch, that'd be great. And then something that we kind of really ad hoc in the last minute thought of, because there are so many people pitching at the startup weekend, which is cool but also creates some challenges. If people who have pitched or who are going to be pitching, if you guys want to go ahead and tweet out your idea, if you have pitched your number, if you haven't yet, you can either do it now or hold off. And then however many character description you have left, and then use the hashtag SW_DC, which is our event hashtag, and then _P for pitch. That way we can easily see all the pitches and scroll through and try to remember the few that we really thought were great and we want to talk to. Just because there are so many, that might be a good way to organize. And that way you can say in your own words what you'd like people to know in about 120 characters about your idea. So hashtag would be SW_DC_P. Okay, and so just, yeah, when people are kind of wrapping up, just kind of keep it coming and we'll try to get through as many pitches as we can, as quickly as we can. So take it away. You who are not paying attention to me. Oh yeah,
So I was in 8th grade. I was 5'8", 200 and something pounds. I went to my doctor and he told me I was fat. Not obese, fat. I like to think fluffy, but fat. So I ended up losing a lot of weight. I joined wrestling in high school. I lost a lot of weight, and I knew how it was like being on the bottom of the social ladder, but I started climbing the social ladder, and I guess I started getting to know a lot of people, building a lot of great relationships, and really trying to get to understand people's story.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm trying to do is do a Rosetta Stone for personal interactions, teaching people how to build relationships, getting to actually know people's story. And I think relationships is really where we treasure our life. So it's just a Rosetta Stone for relationships, and it's called Chameleon Education. Sorry.
Hey, my name is JP Arnold, and I'm here to pitch PredictAll. It's basically comment, rate, and on predictions. Pretty much when I was growing up, you would get with your friends, and they're always talking about, I can do better on the test next week, I can do this, I can do that. They always tell you that you can, my team's going to win the Super Bowl. And they make all these predictions, but never actually follow through them. So I want to make an app that you can put a date in, put a comment, put a date, and then have people share it out, have people vote on it, and rate it, and comment on it. And then when that date comes, you can see if it actually happened or not. It's called PredictAll.com, and that's my good place.
Hello, my name is Josh. My number is 39, and this is about travel roulette. You want to go somewhere, but you don't have the time or desire to plan the details. You have a sense of what type of trip you want, but you're relatively open-minded if the price is right and you know you're getting a good deal. Maybe the idea of going to the airport with your bags packed and asking for the cheapest ticket anywhere crossed your mind, but practicality prevailed. Travel roulette gives adventurous individuals with flexible taste, the ability to spontaneously and easily plan a great trip in minutes. You pick the type of trip you want, you choose your cost and see what's on the wheel, you pay and you spin the wheel, you go wherever the ball lands. We're targeting open-minded, adventurous travelers with budget concerns and a reasonable risk tolerance. It's not for everyone, but a lot of people also use Priceline, and once that was thought to be totally faux pas. Revenue sources could include booking commissions and wholesale relationships, looking for talented developers, designers, marketers.
What number?
39.
Hi, Jack and Mike. It's the hashtag is SW_DC_P for pitch.
Alright, hi everyone, my name is Paul and I'm a ninja. Well, by day, I'm a product designer at a small digital strategy company. How many of you guys come to events like this often? You know, design, development, startups, business. You hear a lot of great presentations and you get a lot of really good information. Not only that, you meet some awesome people. Well, what happens after the event when you want to connect with these people? Well, maybe you've got a business card, maybe you got a Twitter username, or maybe even you're sophisticated, you've got a CRM. So you go in and you put in your information. What happens a month later once you're trying to reach out to them and you're like, Dennis Baranov, where did I meet this guy? Well, so this is because it's individual based. So what I want to do is an event-centric CRM tool where it allows you to keep track of the events you go to, the presentations that you were part of, and the people that you meet so you can connect with them later and grow. So you can get together and build products like I know you all will tonight. Thank you. 40.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and my idea is called Watchdog. So what I've realized as a master in public policy is that there's a lot of information out there regarding the government, your representatives, but when it comes down to it, how is it relevant to you? You know, you can go search for information on who's representing you, and they each have individual websites, but what I want to do is basically create a website where it's centered around the individual constituent and where their district is. So it's almost like a Reddit where you can go online and, you know, vote, you know, there's forums, people can talk about specific legislation or anything that's happening in their district, but they can also find out who's representing them and what they're doing. So I guess in a sense, it's you know, I call it Watchdog. And that's it.
Hello, my name is Ryan. By day, I am an owner of a company called Student Watchers, where we provide hotel security for student groups to travel nationwide. And the problem is that most teachers and parents take trips, and a lot of these companies basically need to be able to share some of their information. So the problem is no one knows if the trip was good, bad, what was going on during the trip. So my solution is to provide a user-driven web service that reveals honest and current insights on the student travel industry and everything pertaining to where they went. Looking for graphic designers, programmers, anything in mind. Number 42.
Hi, my name is William Lindner. I'm a developer. I work at a software company in Reston. And the problem is that it's really hard to find find an apartment near the metro. I experienced this over the summer when I was looking for an apartment with a friend of mine. We really wanted to live close to something that's accessible by work or when we're going to work. Also, that we can get to nightlife, and you know, most of the Northern Virginia, DC area really works around the metro. And so this website allows you to find an apartment and aggregates apartments from all over the web, and then finds how far it is walking distance to these different apartments to metro stations, and then allows you to search for apartments that way. A lot of it's already been built. I can show you some of it, but we need another developer and maybe some marketing people also.
Hey, I'm Doug. This concept came from the problem or the realization that your social graph isn't tied to your interests. It's tied to the people you follow, the concepts you follow, but not how you engage with them. And so basically the idea, which I think we're calling SoCirc, or I'm calling SoCirc, for social circles, is essentially taking the social graph and flipping it inside out, where the social graph is determined by your engagement. The things you engage with determine your personality, your circle, and the content that comes in is based on that. So the people that come in are based on the content that you engage with. Looking for developers, especially someone who understands semantic language or machine language processing. Thank you.
Number 44.
Imagine having a soundtrack to your life. As a local DJ and entrepreneur, one of the things that I'm fascinated by is streaming music. But there's a significant disconnect because you see, music doesn't respond to where I am, the location, the weather, the time of the day, the traffic patterns, all these things that ultimately impact my mood. So what is the ideal music situation for a cloudy Tuesday morning on your way to work? Or it's Saturday and you're on your way out with friends. What's the song that's going to get you up and going? We'll find out. We're going to tell you. We're creating an algorithm that's going to connect to musical algorithms and ultimately provide a soundtrack to your life. Built on the success of groups like Blue Brain, who've done location-aware music in DC and New York, we want to make it more dynamic. We want to know what you want to be listening to right now. So we're looking for developers, we're looking for designers, we're looking for people who love music and also think musically in terms of how you curate your life based on the music around you. Thank you. I'm Danny Harris, number 45. Oh, and the last thing is that you should work because everybody here will get Michael Jackson's Jewel Business Card.
That is totally cheating.
But you get the kids anyway.
Hi everyone, my name is Dimitri. The rewards programs have become increasingly popular over time. Oh, sorry about that. So they've become increasingly popular from all different companies, from airlines to credit cards now using them. So I've been surprised it actually has not translated well to the web because of, sorry about that. It hasn't translated well into the web because if you think about it, Internet itself provides a great platform where it should reward people for going to different websites and staying and using them. So that's a product I would like to work on. So now imagine for a second if you are wake up in the morning, use the internet the same way you always do, check email, read latest news, watch YouTube videos. Only now, with different sales, you'll be earning points for doing that, which you can later redeem for gift cards, get different goods, or download music, books, movies legally. So we can use anybody, and if you want to join my team, if you're interested about it, it'd be great. Number 46.
So we know that companies are supposed to be social. They're supposed to engage with their customers. But what happens when you have a publicly traded company is you need to control the message. So then what companies end up doing is that they end up giving all of their social media platforms to their marketing department, or even worse, to their community managers. No offense.
They're awesome.
But in reality, what you want is you want the entire company participating in this social media message, kind of broadcast that as the face of the company. Like, we work with 80% technical people, but my Twitter handle, my company's Twitter handle, is just blasting out these marketing messages. And I want this entire company to participate. They're already talking about what they're working on. They're discovering things. We want to kind of bring them all together, create a platform where they can participate, broadcast the message from the corporate perspective, at the same time providing the correct controls and balances where someone can come in and say, actually, that's going to drop our stock price by 30%. We're going to pull that message before it goes live, because that's kind of necessary, right? Thank you. My name is Sal, number 47.
Hey, my name is Jeff Kelly, and I want to talk to you today about Food Arrow. So I just got to DC, and I'm staying with a friend, and I have a hankering for Mexican food. I ask him, where's the best place to go? Well, the answer is always, it depends on what you want to eat. Rosa Mexicano has killer guacamole, Alero has great tamales, you want margaritas, definitely hit up L'Oreal Plaza. So this is how most conversations about restaurant recommendations go. So why is there no good source to find specific food recommendations based on your craving and location? And even Oink is so broad, it really doesn't cut it effectively. So the objective here is to create a fast and easy way to fulfill your craving by providing recommendations on where to find the best of the food items that you crave in a specific radius based on simple user recommendations and ratings. So we're looking for a full team, development designer, marketing guru, etc. Thank you. 48.
Hi, I'm Nate, recent grad, Berkeley Law, also attended Harvard Kennedy School. The idea, how many people here have used Craigslist before? All right, Craigslist is great, but it's terribly inefficient for several reasons. One, not particularly user-friendly. Two, a lot of scams and fraud. And three, it relies on person-to-person cash-based transactions, which can be unsafe. So our idea is for a mobile, web-based application where users set up accounts so they can buy, search, and sell as an underlay on the Craigslist platform. It'll also have a social networking capability where users can learn more about the people they transact with, develop a reputation, and also link to their Facebook accounts. It will facilitate electronic payments using a similar service as Airbnb. So when parties agree to transact, their money will go into an escrow account, which will not be paid out until the parties indicate that the transaction happened successfully. So this will make Craigslist more safe, more efficient. We'll take a percentage off of each transaction. That's how we'll make money. We need technical people. Craigslist meets eBay meets PayPal. 49. That's the one to vote for. Thank you. 49. 49. Craigslist Network. Craigslist Network.
Hey guys, my name is Kamal. I'm sure you all would agree that there are a lot of smart people in the room, but however smart we are, we have a limit, and we might be like good in one skill but lack in other. As we can all see, people are trying to find the right people here. So my idea is to connect people with the right skill to the other people, and I call it skill swap. And I'm actually looking for more developers and designers for this idea to come up, if there are any left, which I don't think so. And that's why I need to create this skill swap. 50 guys.
All right, glad I did the social dating thing earlier. All right, hello everybody. How many besides Phil have actually been in a band or gone to see a show in the last 6 months? All right, we got some music fans here, quite a bit. Okay, so basically my app is called Live Act. We're going to reinvigorate the connection between fans and bands. How we're going to do that is a location-based web and mobile application, primarily mobile, that will allow me as the fan to receive notifications when my band's in town, also access to exclusive discounts, some local deals that we'll leverage through partnerships, and of course, we will get discounts. It'll help the bands by allowing them to collect profiles on who's going to attend. We're going to do this by local check-in. The band checks in, their fans check in, we open the connection, and they can track every person that's checked in every city, track and get those demographics. I'm looking for rock star coders and user interface people. My name is Brandon, Live at 52.
Okay, the remaining people who'd like to pitch, please go line up on the left or right, depending on which one you happen to be facing. Don't forget that it's SW_DC_P. Sorry, I meant this side. Sorry, I can't tell my left from right, and it's worse when I'm facing you, so. I see. So if you could just mosey on over. The rest of the evening is going to go as follows. The remaining people who want to pitch are going to pitch. Then you guys are going to have about 30 minutes, which is not a lot of time given how many people are here in the room. You're going to have about 30 minutes to talk with people and use your 3 Post-its to vote for the ideas, the 3 ideas, or 2 or 1 idea that you like the best. Then we'll bring those back, we'll tally them up in kind of a quick and dirty way. It's more of an art than a science, and then it's voting with your feet. And that concludes the official part of the weekend. We're going to meet back here at 8:30. Wow, yes, I mean tonight. Of tonight. We're going to meet back tomorrow at 8:30. It's going to be light breakfast, so if you like eating lots of protein, if you like having your bacon, I recommend you get all that stuff before you come. We will have coffee, of course. I would never do that to you, but it's lighter breakfast, just so you guys are aware. Feel free to bring any equipment that you think you need, a second monitor, or whatever it is you think that you would like. You're welcome to bring it. It doesn't just have to be a laptop. All right, so let's just keep right on rolling through.
Hi, my name is Joel. I'm a software developer in Herndon. Every couple gets into a situation where, the wife, for example, might ask the husband to do some chore. So, for example, my wife might say, "Can you mow the lawn?" And what happens? I get busy. It rains. I forget about it. She nags me. After a lot of frustration, it eventually gets done. So the solution to this is the low-tech solution is to create a list, put it on the fridge, and people call this a honey-do list. So I want to bring this list online and kind of utilize all the things you can do online with something like that. Have contextual ads based on the task. If it's paint the garage, show ads for paint. Something like that. So I'm a developer. I'm looking for business people, designers, other developers.
How you guys doing tonight? My name is Araj Benizada. It's my first startup event. I haven't really done this. It was kind of out of nowhere, so here's my shoot. Actually, today while I was driving to work, I don't know if a lot of people here commute. If you're from around this area, from a metropolitan area, I'm sure you're sick of the traffic, especially in this area here. So as I wake up, I want to pretty much develop an app where it's capturing all my biometric data through my Android or iPhone-based telephone, and what it's doing is basically it knows what I'm doing as the day goes by, and it captures that data, and as the day goes by, it automatically sends executables to basically execute the file. So if I'm getting in my car, there you go. It already knows before I leave the house to turn the Bluetooth on, have it set up to synchronize between my phone. And as the day goes by, within everything that you do to your phone, it just keeps going on. Thank you, number 54.
Hey guys, my name is Noah. Show of hands, how many people love to eat? I'm assuming all of you. So, that's right, we all love to eat. There are 180 million people who dine every day in the US. 81% of people who travel abroad say that dining is their favorite activity. Yet, the standard experience at a restaurant, I think, lacks in authenticity, specifically when we travel. That of being served with care, having meaningful cultural experience, and obviously tasting delicious local cuisine. With that, I founded Kajami, which is revolutionizing dining, and we're doing that by democratizing this experience. So we connect passionate cooks with those that are hungry eaters. Who want to discover local home-cooked food and eat them in actual homes. So Kajami, let's break bread together, and I'm looking for Ruby or Python developers as well as UI folks. 55.
All right. Hi, I'm Holly. I'm a student, and my problem is that I lose things. So I want to make a little strip that you can stick on to your phone or keys or a computer, and then a corresponding little bracelet or hair tie, really lightweight and thin, where you can set a distance, and if your phone becomes more than 10 feet away from you, the little bracelet will just vibrate. So if you walk out of your house without it, you get a vibrate reminder, and you're oh, phone's in my house. Or if you step out of your cab and you have it set on 5 feet, and it'll buzz. And it also just the little things that you stick on, you can track. So you can go on your computer and find out where anything is. They call it Find It, so you can find your Find It's online or whatever. And yeah, not too flashy, but neither are Post-its, and we still use those. That's what I need.
We're cheating. We're doing 2.
It's okay, they don't do 2 minutes.
Hi, my name's Danny.
What's up? My name's Connor. The product's called Hitch a Trip. Few problems. Too much local traffic. We got high gas prices. And yeah, that's the problem.
Our solution as we see it is to bring hitchhiking back. And we want to bring it to the web, and we wanted to bring it in as an app. and we see this as an opportunity to make it safe and to make it profitable. What we really need are developers for both app and web. We're looking for Ruby on Rails, MySQL.
Yeah, and the most important thing, people that want to have a good time this weekend and create something cool.
All right, thank you.
Number 57.
Hi guys, my name is Keen, and sorry to say, but I have terrible fashion sense, and so I'd like to change that. But since I have terrible fashion sense, I don't have any friends, and I don't have anyone to help me out. So how do I solve that, right? So I want to create a site where I post up a picture, I give an idea of okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for shoes that will help me out or something, or give a general sentence. And then I post a bounty, okay, well, whether it's rep or some monetary amount, and then people will have the incentive to, look at that and help me out, and then I'll choose the best, what I think is the best, or maybe someone else should choose what's the best answer, and then that person will receive the bounty, and that's pretty much it. So I would like to call this Dress Me Up, but that's sensitive. Number 58.
Hi, my name is Mike, and my problem is that I own 2 successful.coms. My problem is that we do advertising on Facebook, and our click-through rate's pathetic. And the reason for that is that, as a marketer, you want to sell on life's inflection points. So I know who's married on Facebook. The problem is, I can't advertise to the people who are switching from engaged to married. I need to catch the people when they change. It does me no good to catch them 5 years after they're married. The inflection points are what's important. Facebook has that data, but won't let me market to it, but I can download everything through the API. Then I can do my own mining on the data, identify the inflection points, and market to people on the inflection point. I call that face scraping.
All right, this idea is for people who want to make a big social impact this weekend. Basically, we're working on this thing called Encore. It's the ultimate donor experience. Basically, we've been working with a lot of nonprofits, and we saw the same need over and over again. They all understand that donor relations is important. They want to retain donors, but they can't because of lack of time, money, because software is hard to use, and because they don't see the instant value of engaging donors. So what we want to do is we want to create an online donor platform called Encore. Basically, extremely simple to use and attacks all of these problems at the very root. The idea is to allow the donors to virtually step into the executive director's office and be able to have a voice, experience the impact that they're making, and then organizations be able to engage these donors and also get the insights and data they need about these donors. And so what we want to do is we want to make nonprofit giving cool. We want to emphasize relationships over solicitation, and we want to do a software that makes us all modern. We're looking for technical expertise, developers, designers, and anybody who wants to help charities make a greater impact after this weekend. Thanks so much. 60.
Hi, I'm Kevin Ohashi, and has anybody had trouble finding customers before? It's really hard, especially when you're starting out. And one of the biggest problems is how do you find people who need what you want? And there's a lot of tools out there. If you're a big company, if you're Microsoft, people are talking about your products already. But how do you find people who need what you're solving, but they don't have a word for it? So I came up with a way to look for people who are searching for your services, and you can help engage them. So it tracks what people are saying. So I ran an outsourcing company, so I was looking for people who needed developers. So I would find developers, and then it would analyze what they're saying and estimate if they needed help, and then wanted to hire somebody. So that's my tool. It's called Niche Lead Generator. I'm happy to have everybody. 61.
Hi everybody, my name is Neil. I just want you guys to consider the following scenarios. The first scenario, pretend you're in DC, you're out on town, and it's 2 a.m., you're really hungry, and you can't find anything to eat. What's open to eat this late? Think about the second scenario, is you need to return a movie, and it's 9 p.m., and you're asking yourself, is Blockbuster closed? I think the big problem today is that you can't find if businesses are open or closed, and you often get to your destination and you get there and it says, sorry, we're closed. So I want to propose this application called What's Open, which is a mobile location-based app that immediately and succinctly tells you all the open businesses around you so that you never see those signs again. Thank you. And we're looking for mobile and web developers as well as a designer and a marketer. That's number 62.
Thank you. My name's Sajjad, and I'm an IT guy, all-around IT guy. And if you're like me, you're very busy. You never have time to actually join in the activities that your friends do, and whenever you have the time, they're always too busy to join you. What I want to do is I want to solve that issue by creating an application where if you were looking for activities within your local vicinity that are happening right now, you would be able to see what's going on, and you would be able to see if there's a spot open for you to join, whether it's eating out, playing sports, or going hiking. It also will allow you to take weekend trips. If you were heading out to, say, New York City for the weekend, you just wanted to get away from things, you could see which other people are going into the same location and whether or not they're open to having other individuals join them for that weekend to just enjoy the city. I'm looking for everyone at the moment. Thank you. 63.
Hello, I am Vivek. One of the big realizations I had after graduating from college was that for the first time in my entire life, I am personally responsible for finding my dinner every night. So, My Chef is an iOS product that aims to solve this problem in a way that promotes healthy eating. The idea being that you input your age, your gender, your activity level, and the number of minutes you have a night to prepare your meal. This app then generates a weekly grocery list for you, and per night, what you're going to use those groceries to make. The overall idea is that it knows what you have in your pantry, so nothing will ever go to waste, and it knows when you failed to prepare a meal. We're looking for developers to develop the optimization core to select the recipes, and also web developers to develop the mobile web app designers, and anybody else who wants to eat healthier.
Hi everyone, I'm Doug. I'm a lawyer, so I'm going to need everyone's help. Actually, everyone's sort of zoning out at this point, so I'll get right to the point. I need to be able to find what I'm craving to eat. And I know I could do a search on menu pages, but it's not very flexible. Or I could look for recommendations on things like food spotting or Nosh, but they're just not very well populated. So what I really need is a system that combines the comprehensiveness of all menu items in a metro area, plus a platform to rate them, and an incentive system to get people to submit a lot of ratings. For lack of your creative input so far, I'm calling this project FoodieBee, and please come talk to me about it.
And vote for 65.
Hi, my name is Zaid. Last week at Martin Luther King Library, there was an accessibility hackathon where developers show up to build products for kids who are blind and deaf and have other disabilities. One of the requests was that we develop e-mobile books, e-books for kids with print disabilities, or more crudely, books for kids who are blind. So rather than us spending 52 hours and create something perhaps which is frivolous, how about we build an infrastructure so every single American can create an e-book for a blind child. We've already built out the infrastructure and the architecture. What we desperately require is individual developers, designers, writers to work with us and create these books. We've digitized one book and we've made that available, and we'd like to build through some other books. Thank you very much. My name is Zaid, 66.
Hi, so I'm Eric again. Over the past 4 years, I've started 3 companies. The first one was a complete disaster. Lots of money was lost in it. The second one has actually been quite successful. And the third one is going beta in 3 weeks. We'll see how that one goes. They could not be different from each other. However, the common thread amongst all of them, and actually any venture, is that a lot of research goes into putting your ideas together, diligencing, and making sure you're not going to screw up like we did the first time. The issue is that if you think about the process of doing research online, is usually you're surfing the web, you copy-paste a link or an image through screen grab, You put it into a Word doc or a Google doc, and then you have a really ugly looking, not functional piece of supposedly conglomeration of all the information you grabbed. If you think about it, those documents are essentially paper, but digitized. What I want to do through Grabit is create a living document where you can import the information in its original source with a follow-through to its original. It's called Grabit number 67, really cool. The other one was ShakeNet 51.
Hello, I'm Steve. I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm a terrible public speaker. Extremely nervous. Anyway, okay, so I have a problem, and I see this problem happening in the room right now. A few days ago, I was in the library with my headphones on, and I have to, I'm working on my laptop, and I have to keep my phone pointed at me so I can see when the green light goes off, so that I can see when an alert happens or a text message comes in or something like that. So I think that there should be a way, there should be an application that you can put onto your computer that will notify you when something happens on your phone, or even if you're on your iPad or something, then that application can be used there to let you know that something happened on your phone, or something happened in Google Calendar. And basically the app is always with you. I don't know if that makes sense, but we'll call it a Mobile Master. Yeah. Thank you. 68, one short.
Hi, my name is Joe McCarthy. I used to be a lawyer, but I'm nearly recovered. I had a company called Cake, and what we are is a common carrier of coupon offers, and the lowly coupon is the most common business promotion in existence. So we're an internet traffic company, and what we've done is we found lots of clever ways to make coupons dynamic. And that means that if you have a coupon that's $1 off, you're like, yeah. If that coupon could be $100 off, $1,000 off, you get pretty excited. So we have found a bunch of different ways to do this, and I'm looking for developers, especially anyone with database experience, and some front-end designers. Thank you very much.
Sorry to keep you all in this hot room again. I'm Vivek. This one I'm just throwing out there, actually. So the idea is to create an online marketplace for online tutoring. Tutors can sign up, potential students can sign up in whatever expertise or whatever they want to learn. What we do then is connect the students and the tutors, handle transaction fees, so we handle payments between students and tutors. We take a cut of the hooking up a tutor with a student, and we also provide recommendations for video conferencing and online tutoring tools. That's it. Thanks.
Guys, my company is LMI. We just won a bunch of government contracts. We're looking for .NET developers from junior to senior. It's an awesome company. They pay outstanding benefits. Anybody's looking for work, come find me.
Okay, so now you guys have half an hour in which to scroll through the Twitter feeds, see who you want to talk to, find that person, talk to them some more, vote for them, get a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever. We're going to come back at 10:35 to tally up the votes and to go ahead and do team formation. So if you have any questions, come find us. Otherwise, the post notes are up here. Come get them at your leisure, but you have 30 minutes to do the voting.